Good morning, everyone. Reverend Brad Walmer, pastor at New Covenant United Church of Christ in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and welcome to this week's edition of Children's Storytime. This week's edition of Children's Storytime is for the fourth Sunday of Easter. We'll be taking a look at the gospel lesson, John chapter 10, verses 22 to 30. And this is for Sunday, May 11th, Mother's Day Sunday. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us each and every week for another edition of Children's Storytime. So I'm going to show you several pictures. Tell me, what is this a picture of? What's this a picture of? A musician, very good. A guitar player, a rock star. How do you know? How do you know that this person is a musician? How do you know that they're a guitar player? How do you know that they're a rock star? The dancing, the guitar, it gives it away. It gives it away. The dancing, the guitar, it gives it away. That's how you know, because they're playing a guitar. How about this one? How about this one? What do we have here? What's in this picture? What is this a picture of? Firefighter. Very good. How do you know it's a firefighter? Well, the individual has a hose, they're wearing a helmet, they have the proper equipment on. We know it's a firefighter by the equipment they have on, the tools that they're using. I got another one. Here we go. How about this one? What do we have here? What's this a picture of? If you said a doctor, you are correct. How do we know it's a doctor? Well, she's looking at an x-ray. She has a stethoscope around her neck. She's holding a chart. We know that she's a doctor by the tools that she has and by what we see her doing. I got another one here. How about this one? What's this a picture of? Yeah, you know it. This is a picture of a cowboy. How do we know it's a cowboy? Well, by the hat that the person is wearing. They're riding a horse. They got the bandana around their neck. They're wearing boots. We know that they're a cowboy by what they're doing and the tools that they have. Here's one more. What do we have here? What's this a picture of? A chef. Very good. A chef, a baker, someone, a cook, someone who's cooking. How do we know? How do we know? The uniform, the hat, the tools that they have, those are the ways that we're able to tell who this person is and what they do. We know who the firefighter is by the hose that they're using. We know who a cowboy is by them riding a horse with boots and a bandana. We know who the doctor is by the x-rays that they're looking at. We know who the musician is by the guitar player or the drum set or the violin or the flute that they're playing. In our Acts passage this week, everyone in town knows the woman in the story because of all the kind things that she does for the people in the town. In our gospel lesson, the religious leaders say to Jesus, "Tell us who you are." Jesus responds, "My works, my actions, the things that I do show you who I am." Just like we know who the firefighter is and who the chef is and who the doctor is by what they do, the world should know that we are followers of Jesus by what we do. Just as Jesus' actions showed who he was, our actions, our works, what we do should show everyone who we are, disciples of Jesus Christ. As the old song goes, they'll know we are Christians by our love. May the world know that we are Christians by our love. Thanks be to God. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Thanks for playing my game with me. Hope you had fun. Hope you join me each and every week for another edition of Children's Story Time. And if you have the opportunity, please, by all means, like, follow, subscribe, not only our YouTube channel that you're watching right now, but also our Facebook page, New Covenant UCC Williamsport. And if you get a chance, join us in person. We'd love to meet you. Love to hear from you. So thank you so very much. Peace, blessings, love, and prayers. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.